Hi everyone, it's Bella. Welcome back to my channel. That's my dog Chi-Chi sleeping in the back. Say hi to him as well. Today I want to review a brand that's a little closer to home. I will be reviewing Blur, which is an Indian brand, and they make these viral solid perfumes. I've seen them everywhere on social media, and I really wanted to try them because one, they're made in India, and two, they're solid, and the concept is really interesting. They have really cute names. So without further ado, let me begin my review. From their solid perfume collection, I ordered I think 5. They sent me them in this box over here. That's what they look like, and each of these come in this really cute little box here. It's got a cute little cat on it. These perfumes come in these tins, and they slide open like that, like so, like that. They pop open pretty easily, but they're very secure. It doesn't really come off unless you try to take it off. So with the actual design and the front, you see that they have stuck on a piece of paper with the name and the graphics printed on. I would have preferred if they just printed it on the tin. It would feel a little more premium because, as you can see, it's already starting to peel just a little bit, so that may be a concern to some of you. Now, each of these are marked at $3.99 on the box, but if you buy them online like I did, especially if you get like a combo deal, you can get them for less. Especially if you get a combo deal, you can get them for less. So I'm just telling you that. Now, if you're unfamiliar with solid perfumes and how they work, they are usually different from liquid ones in what they use as a base. So a solid perfume would use wax, butters, and oils as a base, while EDPs and other perfumes use alcohol. So that base actually matters in how the perfume may perform, because as alcohol evaporates, it takes some of the oils with it, and that is what allows your perfume to project. So with a solid perfume, you can't expect projection in the way that you would expect from an EDP, for example. But they do work well as skin scents, and they're more travel friendly. They're also more skin friendly for people who react to alcohol, and they are more spill proof, although they can still melt if it's really hot. Moving on to the actual consistency, this is what it looks like in the tin. You can see my finger on it. I'm applying some pressure. You can also scrape it like that. Now, moving on to the actual smells. The first one that I'll be reviewing is called Smells Like Fresh Cut Flowers. The notes are rose, brown sugar, patchouli, and frangipani. So with this one, it smells very strongly of flowers, specifically white flowers. I can see frangipani is one of the notes, and it really overpowers the rose and the brown sugar. The patchouli overpowers everything else. You get just this burst of frangipani when it opens, and if you really look for it, you can smell the rose as well. There's not too much sweetness, so I don't really smell the brown sugar that's been listed. This one is just a very, very floral, slightly herby from the patchouli smell. It's also very nauseating. Like almost immediately I feel slightly sick just smelling it. If you're prone to headaches like I am, especially from, you know, jasmine smells or white flower in general, you will probably not like this. In general, this is not very unique or interesting. It just smells like a random floral scented body spray that you'd find at any convenience store. I will rate this a 5, maybe a 4, just because it's making me feel a little bit sick, and because it's not very unique. It's just a regular floral smell. Moving on to the second one. This one is called Smells Like a Box of Fresh Mints. This one is a lot less yellow, so maybe that one had a slightly different fragrance oil in it that made it super yellow. Let me just rub that with a finger that I haven't used yet and dab it on my arm. This one has notes of aqua, mint, lemon, and seagrass. So we're expecting a freshie here. So off the bat, this one is extremely spicy for some reason. It doesn't smell too much like spearmint to me. I get more of the aqua and seagrass. This smells like a very generic boys deodorant. It's just really, you know, it has this Axe kind of quality to it. It doesn't make my head hurt like the previous one, so that's a plus. I will rate it a 5. One higher than the previous one, just because it won't hurt your head. Now, this next one is called Smells Like I'm Dipped in Berries. And the notes are red berry, mandarin, and jasmine. This is what it looks like. So this one, I had really high hopes for just because of the name and the packaging. It's cute, it's pink, it says berries on it. I was expecting something fruity, but it smells kind of sweet, a little bit zesty, but almost sour. I'm not really smelling any berries in this. It's just zest and sourness and some kind of herby note. This is not what I expected. Now this next one I really wanted to try. It's called A Candy Store, and it has notes of candy, peppermint, and bergamot. So this one, it does smell better than the others. It's a little more unique, but it doesn't really smell like peppermint or candy. It's just kind of a generic sweet smell. You know, the packaging is so promising. It looks so cute, but it's really not that great. I would rate it maybe a 6 just because it is a little better than the other ones, but I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. This is not something I would even pick up for daily wear. It's just slightly better than the other fragrances so far. The final one I have is A Warm Hug. This is what it looks like. And the notes are chocolate, vanilla, caramel, and tobacco. So with this one, it'll definitely appeal the most to the, you know, younger perfume lovers or Gen Z. Gen Z famously likes gourmands, so this one will probably appeal to them the most from this collection. But I am still not sure if this is worth your money because they all have this sour smell to them. When I first received this, it was about a month ago. It smelled a lot like a mixture of coffee and chocolate. It smelled very similar to that one candy, Kopiko, that coffee flavored candy, and it smelled like French coffee from Al Rehab, I think. It smelled like that. Now I'm getting more of the chocolate, but there's also a sour note to it. So I'm not sure if they've just gone bad or if this is just how they smell, but from everything I've received, this one is definitely the most purchase worthy. It smells somewhat unique and different from what you'd find in your local convenience store. You know, it has a more unique scent profile. So I would rate this a 6.5 maybe. Rating everything as a whole. Oh yeah, in terms of packaging, these are pretty cute. Like the cartons they came in are super adorable. They're pink. They really know their audience. And then with the tints they come in, they're actually really high quality. I would have given them like an 8 or a 9 if these were, you know, just slightly better made. They're peeling already, which is not great. And if these come off and, you know, you have like a bunch of them, you won't be able to know which one is which may be a problem. So I would give them a 7 on packaging. In terms of smells, most of them are very generic, so they get a 5, unfortunately. And then I will, however, say that their concept is interesting, and the idea of making a more skin-friendly, moisturizing, solid perfume is very unique. It's very new. I think we should all commend them for trying something here. They just need to have better fragrances, like actual fragrances, because it doesn't matter if they're moisturizing. If they don't smell good, no one's gonna buy them. So that concludes my review of the Blur Solid Perfumes. Leave a comment if you've tried them. Tell me what you think about them. Let's start a discussion in the comments. And if there's something else you want me to review, be sure to tell me in the comment below. And if you are interested in buying any of the products that I've mentioned, I will put links in the description. Right, so that is the end of the video. See you next time.